Rob's Pack and Shine was a little disappointed with the driving video I did. So I will do a better one tomorrow morning. So with the camera facing forward. So yeah. Now somebody had asked what the clunks and things are. I think some of it might be the hood. Well, you gonna be able to see this? No, because I'm wiggling with the camera. Well, now I can't do it. The hinges wobble just a little bit, although they're tight. I think they just might be tired. Yeah, I can't get the wobble to show. So there's a little bit of a squeak. So I suppose I could tighten some stuff in there. How's this side? I haven't done this side. Oh yeah. A little bit of a squeak and noise coming from in here. Can tighten that up, I think. And the other sound, yeah, maybe that'll... The other sound sounded like, a window being loose, but, nothing is loose here. The doors are all tight. That's tight. So, again, it's the, did I tighten all the bolts? Did I remember to tighten the bolts? I might have put some on a little loose just to make sure I got fitment and got carried away with other stuff and forgot to tighten everything. Again, it's being familiar with all this stuff and remembering where all the bolts are and tightening those all down. So yeah, I've got a few more bolts to tighten. I think I'll work on doing that this evening. What else? I've got a slight alignment problem with the hood. Just a little bit. I can push it down, but I can adjust the hinge for that. So, question for the garage. So, driving around a little bit, I get dust on the car. Now, she doesn't have any wax on her because the paint is not mature enough for that. So what do you guys do to get the dust off the car? When I wipe it off, I can't help but thinking that I'm rubbing the abrasive dust into the paint and the clear coat. So what I've been using is glass cleaner, the foaming glass cleaner, and that seems to do a very good job without leaving any swirls or anything like that. So that's what I've been using, but I don't know if that's the best. So that's my question there. I'm going to tack this video onto the driving video for tomorrow. So there's that. I do like driving the car. She's got okay pickup. She's a 6-cylinder, not a little 4. I had a tailgater following me going up a hill, and I just goosed the gas a little bit, and off she went, and left Mr. Tailgater chugging up the hill all by himself in some stupid little non-Nova car. So, anyway. Good morning! Rob's Pack and Shine. Robbie Quinn. So here we are. Driving video. I tightened up some bolts on the inner fender wells. Turns out that they had a couple more turns in them. Here's a bumpy part. So not as clunky and bumpy. It sounds better to me. We'll see how it comes out in the video. So let's see. Yep, I asked some questions last night in that bit of the video about how to get the gritty dust off my car without messing up the paint. And like that. Wow, this car sounds a whole lot better. It's amazing what tightening down some bolts will do. So none of the bolts were in danger of popping out. They just need to be tightened up. And actually there was one bolt on the passenger side fender that needed tightening. So there's that. So I'm off to the coffee shop to get myself a Cumbies, a Cumberland Farms coffee, which I like. Yeah. Yep. A whole lot better. Green light, green light, green light. Keep it chatting. Oh, blah, blah, blah. So there's no real good place to put the camera, or my phone really. Maybe I can get a better angle, I don't know. Something like that. Oh, way better. Fewer clunkies. And I do have to say that the brakes on the Nova are better than any car I have. So, pedal's really high, and there's hardly any pedal travel before the brakes engage. And it's just a firm feel, and a slight pull to the right, maybe a slight pull to the right. I don't know what that is. Probably something in the brakes. But they work really well. But it's nice to be able to use your calf muscles to stop the car instead of your quads. And pulling back on the steering wheel to mash that brake pedal down. So something else I forgot to tell you guys is Becca has passed all her nursing stuff, so she's going to graduate. She's going to graduate on the 28th, and provided that it's not a rainy day, everybody will get transported to the ceremony in Louise. So that's a happy thing. Excuse me. So this Monday is Memorial Day, and our usual routine on Memorial Day is to go to my in-laws and watch the Memorial Day parade from their lawn in their town. So maybe as a test, well, not maybe as a test for Louise, I'm going to take the whole family down there in Louise. So that drive is longer than the drive will be to Becca's graduation. So that'll be a good test with going over country roads and bumps and all that stuff with a full load. So that'll be a good thing. After I get that done, then I'll feel pretty good about Louise on the road, driving family around. That'll be like her last test. So that'll be exciting. Yeah. So anything else going on? It's the beginning of summer, and I've been doing stuff in the yard. Not a lot of stuff, just maintenance kind of things, prettying some things up, but really we're in maintenance mode. We're not in moving things forward with design ideas or anything like that. Nothing as major as Anthony's breaking down a whole pool and restructuring the backyard to make it look like a yard instead of a pool carcass. So he's got to feel pretty good about doing that. That's a major project, a major feature. So I got a guy that is right on my butt going down the hill again. So I'll take that as a compliment for Louise. They just want to be up her butt. I'm not sure how complimentary that is, but I know that I can leave people behind if I want to in Louise, but I really don't want to get a speeding ticket. I haven't got a speeding ticket in jeez, 20 years at least. So no moving violations. I'm not a big fan of that. It's also not necessary. Going to work a half hour early so I can get my Cumbies coffee and sit there and leisurely catch up on some things before the clock starts. So that's a good thing. Hey, look at this. First in line. Anybody want to race? No? Nobody? Alright. So, I'm going to turn the video off here because it's a long uphill into the sun. So, I'll set this to post. And talk to you guys later after you get out of the hospital.